Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. As you get ready to go on your Tuesday, we're glad you're with us on WKYT. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It is Tuesday, October 13th.
And now at 6:30, we have new details about a Kentucky school bus driver who hit and killed a 5-year-old boy.
A group of Rowan County leaders are hoping to gain an audience with the governor today. They think they can help him solve the conflict with county clerks who are refusing to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples.
Police are looking for 2 men after shots were fired into a Lexington home.
And now we're looking at temperature-wise. We're sitting in upper 50s to around 60 degrees. Not a bad start to the day. Fog's not a big issue either as that front passes on through. We'll feel 67 degrees this afternoon, but a nice breeze too. It'll make it feel a little bit cooler than where we were yesterday. Now the cool temperatures remain, but the frost for the weekend is our focus. I'll show you that in just about 10 minutes.
Leading our news this half hour on WKYT, we have some new details this morning about that school bus crash that killed a Kentucky kindergartner.
2 weeks ago, 5-year-old Jaden Hawkins was hit and killed while getting off his school bus in Butler County. This morning, we're learning more about the bus driver. WKYT's Hillary Thornton's at our live desk with the very latest, including details of a petition that looks to prevent something like this from happening again.
Good morning. Janine Dockery has been a school bus driver for 10 years, and the Butler County school system says they have never received a complaint about her driving. But we are learning that one family says they themselves complained multiple times. Satisfactory grades are in pretty much every single category is what is found on the experienced driver's record. However, one family on her route who asked not to be shown on camera says last school year they complained around 5 times to the Director of Transportation and Superintendent about Dockery driving too fast and their younger children being knocked out of their seats because of the way she was driving. Superintendent Scott Howard says he remembers those meetings, and according to his recollection, the meetings centered around behavior issues on the bus, not Dockery's driving. The loss of Jaden Hawkins is being called one of the biggest tragedies in the community's history, and now those who were close to the 5-year-old are hoping to make a positive change by passing Jaden's law for the state of Kentucky.
I just want to make sure this never happens again to anyone. No one's family should have to go through this, so I'm trying to make it to where all elementary age children have an escort to and from their bus stops when they get on and off the bus in the morning and in the afternoons.
Now the online petition for Jaden's law already has nearly 5,000 signatures. The Butler County School Superintendent says Dockery is still employed by the district but is on leave. At the live desk, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
All right, Hillary, thank you very much for the report there. A group of Rowan County leaders is heading to Frankfort this morning. They're planning to meet with Governor Steve Beshear, and they want to talk about the issue of county clerks and marriage licenses. That group says they want to avoid issues like the ongoing legal battle involving Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis. WKYT's Mark Barber is live in Frankfort with what we know and don't know about today's supposed meeting. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Bill. This group is saying that they want to meet with Governor Steve Beshear because they want to keep the highly publicized conflict that is playing out in Rowan County right now from happening anywhere else ever again. Now, there's still a lot we do not know about the meeting this morning. However, we'll start with what we do know at this time. Around 10 a.m., about a dozen Rowan County leaders will meet outside the governor's office here. They want to help the governor resolve the issue with county clerks who are refusing to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples. Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis and 2 other county clerks say issuing those licenses would violate their conscience because it goes against their religious beliefs. Now, we are learning about today's possible meeting from the Family Foundation. However, they are not saying who the county leaders will be today or if Davis will be in attendance. Now, we do not know if Governor Steve Beshear will meet with them. He has already said that he will not call a special legislative session to deal with the issue. Now, the group will be meeting here in about 3.5 hours, and that's when we're hoping to learn more about the assistance that they say they can give the governor in resolving this issue that has already proved to be very polarizing for many in Kentucky. Live in Frankfort, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Mark. New this morning, a Kentucky woman is charged with attempted murder. She's accused of dragging a Tennessee officer whose arm was stuck in her car window. Police say 36-year-old Karen Smither of Frankfort rolled down the window a few inches when an officer in Sullivan County stopped her. She then sped off before stopping a second time. That time, the officer reached into her car to open the door. That's when police say Smithers hit the gas again, this time dragging the officer, who was not seriously hurt. Police say that another officer used his cruiser to stop Smithers' car. New this morning, police made a quick arrest after an overnight burglary in Boyle County. The front door of Giovanni's Pizza on Houstonville Road was found shattered just before 1 o'clock this morning. Police say evidence recovered at the store led them to a home in Harrodsburg. Evidence there led them to charge Tony Duvall with burglary and criminal mischief.
We're coming up on 6:36 on WKYT this morning, and the man charged with Lexington's first murder of 2015 will be back in court today. Matthew Donahue was indicted in the murder of his boyfriend, Todd Schumacher. Investigators say he stabbed the victim to death at their home on Lamont Drive back in January. Donahue is also accused of putting Schumacher's dog into a hot oven a few months before the murder. A federal trial is set to begin in Iowa for 2 aides to Ron Paul's 2012 presidential campaign, accused of secretly paying a state lawmaker for his endorsement. Court records show jury selection is expected to begin today in the case against Jesse Benton and Dimitri Kasari. Benton faces 1 count of making false statements. Kasari faces 5 charges, including conspiracy and obstruction. Prosecutors say they concealed payments to a former Iowa senator after he jumped onto the Paul campaign just a few days before the January 2012 Iowa caucuses.
Well, a Clay County man is in jail accused of murdering his niece. State police say that Joe Collins shot the woman yesterday on Highway 149 near Manchester. Collins and 41-year-old Goldie Bowling were arguing when state police say he shot her. Bowling died at the hospital. Police tell us they're still trying to figure out exactly what led up to an argument and the shooting. Police are looking for 3 persons of interest after a man was found dead in a Pulaski County cabin. The sheriff's office says 34-year-old Danny Poor was found shot to death Sunday afternoon at Pulaski County Park. They think he was killed up to a day before they found him. Police have identified Kara Bell, Jesse, and Rexel Brown as persons of interest in the case. Poor was living in Louisville but was originally from Monticello.
Police are right now looking for 2 men after shots were fired into 3 Lexington homes. 10 shots in all were fired into 3 apartments on Lindenhurst Drive, that's off Palumbo Drive. Police say the suspects drove off in a rental car. They say it is a silver 2015 Toyota Camry. Police arrested a man who they say broke into a home while a family was inside in southern Kentucky. The Whitley County Sheriff's Office charged Tyler Bowman with burglary, menacing, and alcohol intoxication. Police say the owner of a home on Ellison Bend Road saw Bowman going through belongings in the family's living room. The homeowner held him there until the police arrived. Investigators say Bowman had been drinking and told them that he thought he was at his home.
Well, police say there are no signs of foul play in the death of a Pulaski County man found in a freezer. That was the testimony given during a hearing for Gary Jenks' girlfriend. Teresa Owens is charged with abuse of a corpse and evidence tampering. Investigators say when Jenks died last month, Owens panicked and put his body in a freezer and poured lye and fertilizer over it to mask the smell.
Today, Lexington city leaders will be discussing a proposal to move and combine some of the city's fire stations. The city paid Public Safety Solutions Incorporated to conduct a study which is based on population shifts in Lexington. The study recommends combining the Marino Street and West Jefferson Street fire stations downtown. It also recommends adding a station in Masterson Station and moving fire stations along Tates Creek Road and Finney Drive. The Urban County Council will discuss the study during a meeting tonight. Well, a popular smokehouse and live music venue in Lexington is moving.
Yeah, the Herald Leader reports that years after it was opened up, 4 years to be exact, Willies, locally known, has closed its doors at their North Broadway location. Managers say Willies will have a better parking lot, a bigger interior, and an expanded menu. Also a new chef at its new store, and this will be on Southland Drive. The new store should open up in January.
All right, a shift from the downtown area to the south end of town there. Coming up on 640, 20 till 7 on WKYT.
Let's get a check of traffic right now to see what is happening on the roads.
Let's go to Officer Don with a check on live drive traffic. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. It's a fender bender at Manowar and Sir Barton this morning in the Hamburg area. Not much of a traffic impact for this time of the day. And traffic in that area from I-75 to Richmond Road looks pretty steady. As we get a live look outside right now, see what's happening around Lexington as the city's coming to life. You can see normal traffic flow to deal with there inbound Nicholasville Road. On our Waze map, we're good to go around the city. Circle looks okay. No major delays on Man of War. Normal traffic flow if you plan to be inbound Richmond Road. In fact, we just checked inbound Richmond at the Circle. That left turn lane backing up just a little bit, but that should clear with a couple of cycles of the lights. So we'll keep an eye on things throughout the morning and keep you up to date. Now back to you.
Yeah, always a little pinch point there at the Circle in Richmond Road. Thank you, Don. Appreciate it. A lot more news coming up on WKYT on your Tuesday morning.
Hope yours is off to a great start. A man who survived the Second World War is a real daredevil. The story behind the 92-year-old skydiver after weather.
Well, it's all about the temperatures the next few days because we just don't see any rain anytime soon. But the real focus of the forecast is obviously about that frost for the weekend. I'll get into those numbers and show you when you can expect it. Coming up.